All right, let's talk about our glute loop series. This is a staple in all of my group classes. We always warm up each class with our glute loop exercises just to get everything activated before we add weights and go into squatting and deadlifting. Okay, so this is my glute loop here. There's 3 parts to this series. The first one, I'm going to start at the edge of my mat here. I need some distance or some space that I'm going to cover. I'm going to place the band below my knees. Okay, take my stance out so that my feet are about shoulder width, and then I'm going to quarter squat down by bending my knees, staying engaged here in my glutes. Okay, my feet are out, knees are out. I can place my hands on my hips. First exercise here is a side shuffle down and back. So I want to think about big step, little step, big step, little step, keeping tension on that band the whole time. Okay, so I don't want to lose that tension by taking a big step followed by a big step, right? Big step, little step, big step, little step. Okay, I would go all the way down to the edge of my mat, maybe 10 yards, and then go back. Also important here, my glutes stay activated the whole time by being in that quarter squat, and I want to keep my toes pointed straight forward. So I don't want my toes pointed out when I'm stepping. I want to be more closed off. Big step, little step, big step, little step. So that's the first part of the glute loop series. Next part is what's called a monster walk. So this is just a forward walk and a backward walk. Okay, I'm going to take my feet outside shoulder width now. My knees are still going to be over my toes, so knees are out. Okay, quarter squat down. Feel that burn in your glutes. Small step with the toes straight forward, maintaining that tension on the band. Small step, and I'm just forward walking. Okay, in a quarter squat, my glutes are starting to burn now, and then I would go back. Okay, so 10 yards forward, 10 yards back, and that's the second part of the glute loop series. And then the last part, I'm going to lay down on my back and do 10 glute bridges, pressing my hips up off the mat into full extension. Now I'm going to move the band above my knees. Okay, the band was below for the first 2 exercises. On this last exercise, the glute bridges, the band will be above the knees. Okay, lay back down, press my feet into the floor, lift my hips up, squeeze my glutes, my butt cheeks at the top, full extension in the hips, and then lower back down. So I'm keeping my knees out, my feet are about shoulder width. Press my feet into the floor, hips up, 10 glute bridges, and that's my glute loop series.